For people to get on, do you need to get is it a day ticket or is it event by event? What's the best way to play it, Serge?
Well, look, it is this year's model is a venue-based model. It's a bit like a fringe festival. So if there's a show that you like, you've got to buy individual tickets because some venues only hold 100 people, other venues will hold 500. So we couldn't really go with the day pass model because we didn't want to have an issue where guests would turn up and not be able to get in to a venue with a smaller capacity. So for this year, as I said, it's a venue-based model. There's plenty on offer. We've staggered the shows, so if you want to see 2 or 3 shows during that day, you should be able to have time to get to them. But I would encourage listeners to purchase tickets and just secure them so they've got a seat.
Makes sense. Wang Jazz Blues. That's the key search term. Wang Jazz Blues. All one word. wangjazzblues.com.au. Head there and you can see the full lineup of from November 1, which is tomorrow. That's Friday all the way through to the Monday, November 4. Have a great session and chookas for the festival, Serge.
Thanks so much. Great work, and hopefully we'll see some of your listeners down there this weekend.
Plenty of them. Thanks again, Serge.
Take care.
You too. Serge Carnevale, who's the artistic director of the Wang Jazz Blues, wangjazzblues.com.au, and have a lot of fun. It really is a great festival. I've been there a couple of years back now, but I can recommend. It's 8:15 now. You are with David Astle, and so many lovely couples coming through. Look, I won't tell you what people are doing because you have to work out what you're going to do. But I'm here. I can see someone has done, for example, a quokka. Someone's done a parrot. That's the spirit. It doesn't need to be about that beautiful lizard. But if you want to do that, you can. 0437 774 774. In a little while, we'll be talking to Zoe Keane, who's very keen about evolution. She's got a new book coming out with a little bit of a Wang Jazz Blues style. This is Steely Dan with Ricky. Don't lose that number. Keep your couplets coming through. Zoe and Evolution after this. We have your leaving, that's all.
With there's some really cool stuff coming through, and I think it will start to sort of bed in a bit more as we move into that next era of modern cars.
8:15, Dennis Walter with you until midnight. James Ward is with me from drive.com.au. New cars. Michael, good evening. Hello, Michael. Michael, we'll try you again, Michael. No, not there. Peter, good evening.
Good evening, guys. How are you?
Yes, good.
Yeah. Just want to touch up on what you're saying, how the car industries are going down more just the way of designing these new cars just to be more of a like a tech test. I've been in the industry for the last 10 years and I've seen a big shift in quality for a lot of manufacturers and the space that the car used to have for a big driver, for a tall driver.
Yeah.
And for the back person, and even the dash, like everything's gone completely plastic. Back in the day, 10 years ago, you used to be able to get some kind of felt cushion on top of the dash, and where your door handle where your hand sits on the door side, it just feels like something soft. Now it's just pure plastic. It's just like rugged and just rock hard. It's like, don't give me bells and whistles. I want comfortability, I want space, and I think they're going to fight themselves in the butt. Probably the next generation, probably the 10, 15 years, they'll probably go back to what they did 20 years ago.
No, do you know what? You're spot on, because some of the design that has to be put in is there for safety. So you need to have sort of slightly different arrangements to have their passenger cells and things. So it does change the way space is. But to your point around moving away from hard and kind of nasty, scratchy plastics, we're seeing that at the moment. So I've parked the Santa Fe at the office. I'm in the new little electric Volvo, the EX30 at the moment. It's got cloth on the dash, so it's actually really nice to touch. You've got these soft surfaces. And I think exactly to your point, the manufacturers are starting to figure out that, you know what, we don't have to just have these hard plastics. And particularly now, you've got a lot of these brands looking at recyclable materials that they can put in. Whereas some of those plastics you had to, that was 100% new product to make. They're now using recycled plastics and old fishing nets and things to make the plastic. So they're trying to make them a bit different, and you are getting different approaches to it, but it's certainly not everywhere yet. But I think, as you say, the next 5-10 years, we will start to see different things come through.
Peter, thank you for your call. James Ward is with me from drive.com.au. Australians love buying new cars. Any questions you have, James can answer them. 133 693. Back shortly.
What have you seen? What have you heard? Tell Tom Elliott and you could win $50,000 towards the car of your choice from the Penfold Motor Group with Word on the Street. It's as easy as calling 3AW Mornings with Tom Elliott, sending an email or a message on Facebook or Twitter. Word on the Street for Penfold Motors, helping generations of Melburnians find their perfect car since 1964. Find out more at penfold.com.au.
For the first time ever, the Melbourne Cup Carnival is on Channel 9 and 9 Now, and the curtain raiser to an exciting week of world-class racing, food, fashion and entertainment is Derby Day this Saturday. Don't miss the thunder and roar as Australia's most talented young stayers race to add their name to a star-studded honour roll. Derby Day this Saturday, live and free on Channel 9 and 9 Now. Let me just repeat that. Derby Day this Saturday, live and free on Channel 9 and 9 Now.
The future of packaging is here, and it's green. Stanley Packaging is helping Melbourne switch to eco-friendly packaging that protects the planet without costing the earth. From biodegradable satchels to compostable wraps, every eco-friendly box, bag and wrap Stanley Packaging provides is a step towards a cleaner, greener future. It's time to think outside the box. Choose green, pack clean with Stanley Packaging. Visit stanleypackaging.com and be part of the revolution today.
Don't just get any old mattress and cross your fingers. There's only one award-winning Sleeping Duck mattress that Australia loves and comes with it.
Chicken Maryland, $3.99 a kilo. And from the liquor department, hard-rated 10-pack cans, only $38.88. Hurry specials end Tuesday, November 5. Morgan's IGA Supermarkets, 100% local and family-owned. Melton, Sunbury, Gisborne, West Sunshine and Delahaye. Visit morgansiga.com.au. 18 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
Lights on 3AW for Balmoral Lifestyle Village. Video of the open day Tuesday the 12th of November, 2 till 4. You'll feel right at home.
James Ward is from drive.com.au. Andrew, good evening and welcome. Your question for James.
Yeah, hi, Dennis and James. I just heard James saying he's driving that new Volvo. Was it the EX30?
Yeah, the little EX30 in Tennessee yellow.
Yeah, and I really love the shape of that and the size of it. And I think, is it Kia coming out with the EV3?
Yeah, there's an EV3 coming soon, which will be similar size, exactly.
Yeah, similar dimensions. So basically, my next car is going to be an EV. I mean, it's the way of the future. I'm not going to get a nice car again. But my question was, one has the phosphate battery, I think the Volvo, and then the Kia has the lithium-ion battery. Which is the better battery? My understanding is the phosphate, in terms of longevity, are a better battery, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those things. The phosphate is the newer technology, but the lithium-ion stuff's been around for a while. The Kia Hyundai electric platform, which is called eGMP, it's one of the best in the world. So it is really, really good. But underneath the Volvo is the new Geely platform. So it's the same as under the new Smart. It's sort of shared development with Polestar, with Lotus. It's actually really, really good and really impressive in terms of what it is. But in terms of how that each battery is going to last, I don't know. And I think this is the thing. It's all still really new. We're still learning how these things will go. Basically, though, and what I keep saying is, if you look at a 10-year-old Tesla Model S, and that's the lithium-ion battery, it's been in market 10 years now, you've still got those cars that are holding 80% plus battery life if they've been looked after.
Brilliant.
And that means slow charge, not running it to flat, not charging it to 100%, sort of, working in that 10% to 80% range, you can extend the life of it regardless of its chemical makeup. And I think until we are 10, 15 years down the track, I don't think we're going to know which one's going to be the best in that longevity sense.
This thing about charging to 80%, see, we're learning this now because 10, 15 years ago when the lithium-ion batteries first came out, remember with the power tools and things? So like Makita, AEG and all that, they came out with their lithium-ion batteries. And they were all saying, all the reps and everything were saying, that when you don't use them, fully charge them 100%. Don't have them sitting on the shelf like half charged or, or flat, because you'll kill it. But now we're finding that you shouldn't fully charge a lithium-ion battery.
That's it. And the whole thing, it's just a learning process, because unlike a combustion engine car, which is predominantly physics, there's a little bit of chemistry in there, but it's mostly physics. An electric car battery it's a chemical reaction that's doing it. And because there's different things that happen to that chemical reaction over time, we just don't know. We can see the extrapolation, we can see the modelling, but real life shows you different things. But driving if you go back to the car, the little Volvo it's a cracker. I love the way it looks. I don't know.